show you is how to make a lamp out of an old meat grinder. The price is still on it. This cost me $5, this grinder here, and we're going to make it into a lovely lamp. You go down to the shops, they cost you nearly $200, $250, some of these lamps. So let's go through this real quickly. So we got the meat grinder in the vise, tighten it up a bit, and we're just going to get rid of the top end of the clamp here. There she goes, and we'll just unscrew this here. And then we got to find a, oh, it's getting stuck there a bit. I'm going to have to maybe clean it up a bit. Oh, it sure is. Yeah. So I had to cut it off a second time. The thread was a bit damaged. There we go. I tried filing, but it didn't work. Take this out. That's a souvenir of an old relic screw, huh? There we go. And now we got to find a pipe for it. While it's here, I'll just take out this unit here. Get this out of the way so you can see better. There we go. I'm just going to take this off. And take the handle out the back then, see? Well, it usually comes out the back. We'll unscrew this here. Take the handle off. And we'll be ready for, oh, sorry, there we go. And we'll be ready for drilling. There we go, handle comes off. She's all ready for drilling now. Right. Yeah, I found this old wire here, which will do for the wiring of the light. It's an old one. You can see the prong's a bit bent. We fix that up like that. There we go. And this was off an old, some kind of an old drill or something, whatever it was. Cut that off. And that, oops, sorry, that end is going to go up through this tube in the end. So I found a tent tube. As you can see, it used to be used for the tent poles. That's going to go down through there and down in here. And then the wire is going to go through it. How easy is that, huh? Next thing is to drill the hole for the tent pole. So the pole is just a little bit over 9 millimeters, and my drill is about 9.5 millimeters. So it doesn't matter because this will be epoxied in afterwards. Get some light in here so you can see it. There we go. We're going to drill down through this. It's tight. She's biting hard, I tell you. Through. So there we go. Now this pole should fit in there easily. And it doesn't. There's an interesting one. Well, the reason this pole doesn't fit through, there's a little swelling here for one pole to go into the next. But if you turn it around, it goes in quite easily. I was wondering what was wrong. And I got to drill a hole down in here yet. The next piece. I have a long drill. Must have got it in the garage sale or something. Can be very stubborn sometimes because it's soft. So it went right down through there. Let's see. Wham, damn, there you go. Bit of epoxy in here and cut this pipe, and we have our lantern nearly in shape. It's beginning to shape up. Let's take this out. Cut off this end, I suppose, for the now if you don't want to damage your tubes, you put a bit of wood in your vise. We'll cut it off anywhere here, doesn't matter because it's plenty long. There you go, top's off. Cable can go in. I don't know what length yet. I use this a little bit, this here, to clean that out so you don't have the wire getting cut on it later on. Put our woods there. That's pretty good. I gotta just clean up the top a little. And she's ready to go, I think. Let's go over here. I'll bring this up here again so you can see it. Put this in there. Oh, wrong way around again. I have a habit of that. And we'll just epoxy that in there like that, and we'll decide, I think, around here maybe the length of the lamp. What would we say about there? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to cut it about. There we go. Take it out of this again. Clean the inside again. Make sure it's clean. And we'll just file these off or grind these off a little. And we're ready to go. Yeah, so I'm going to grind this off a little. Make them really clean. Here we have it. Right? We're going to stop it there just above the thing for the wire. Almost like do this little wire brushing on this because it's a little dirty. Yeah, so I'm going to just make a 7mm hole in the back here for the wire to come out. And we'll be ready to thread the wire then. But about a 7mm hole here. So the wire can go through it. So I'll just try to measure that out. That's a 6 and a bit. A little bit larger than this one. It's a good idea to give yourself a smaller drill hole first to pilot the larger one through. There we go. And then we take this out and we put this larger one through it. And you'll have your wire hole. Now because it's cast and go a little faster. And I'll stop the squeaking for you guys. I'm afraid my drill's a little blunt and I'm going too fast. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go sharpen that. A lot of times when going through this cast iron at the very end it'll get jammed. Make sure you have your ratchet on a lower scale so you don't twist your arm too much. So bring her out a bit there so we get this threading nicely. I mean the wire. Now I don't have much to white with. Oh, here we go. We actually have work cloths for once. Huh? I don't want to use a new one just for that. There we go. And now our famous tube, right, goes through here. Now we got to wipe down there too, that's messy. I got a little file there maybe to clean that sharp edge for a sec. So let's thread the wire in here, which is the bottom at this stage of the lamp. And then it's going to have to go up through this spiral piece here and into the tube. Now the tube is going to be here, right? And there's the spiral piece there, so that's how it's going to work. Just like that. We'll just put it through this for a minute. make it quick. Can you see that up to the tube? Doesn't matter how much wire at this stage. Plenty on top. Tube down through. There we go. And now we got to get our spiral unit back in, which you just put in around the wire like that and turn it in. I think I got it the wrong way around, have I? That is the handle side, yes. So you just turn it around that, get the handle in, make sure the wire goes through, and there you have it, see? As you can see, the wire is coming up in the air. You don't want it to pinch, so you want to make sure that wire is very loose in there, like in the center. There, like that. And we have the wire up to the top, and now we have the tube down. And bring this wire down a bit. We don't want to waste wire on the other end. So we'll leave it there like that for the time being. Now I'm going to epoxy this together now. I'll show you that. Let's try to get this in so it holds a sec. There we go, it's holding. Okay. So I have LePage PL LePage. It's a construction fast grab premium 8 times stronger plus, I don't know why they put fork there, French. And we'll just squeeze this out on this tab here. It's very hard to get out of these sometimes because it's cold out. That's pretty good. I usually have a screwdriver laying around here that I work with. I just got a pair of rubber gloves because I dislike the glue, so one moment. Knife here. It doesn't matter whether you use a screwdriver or a knife or what. It's not, you know. So you take your construction glue in this hole here and make sure this thing gets in there, right, and never comes out, of course. I'm going to have to clean it up a bit. I gave it a bit of a muck up of that. It's going to go right down in there like that, right, and then you can do this on the other side, or you can do it in the middle here, just a smear of it. You don't really need too much there because the bottom will hold. Now we'll go up underneath and make sure that it's all in there. I think that's going to hold. We'll just clean her up. Right? In a minute. Now we want to get the handle on and the front blade on. And then you put the epoxy on everything. This is the front blade piece, right? That has to go on because you want the look, right? You want that look. There you go. And you want the handle on the back for a look. And you want your handle up, which we got to check out quickly. Maybe it's better this way, see? Is that on? There we go. You see the pole moving a bit. Right, anyways, let's not worry about that right now. I'm missing a screw here, of course. There it is. We're going to epoxy this all on, and we're going to let it dry. Yeah. Everything a little loose. It's not always the greatest when it's loose. I prefer them tighter, like, there we go. All right. Now this can come up again. I don't think there's enough in there yet. It's kind of going back and forth a little. I want that wedged in there. I want this handle to stay up here, so what I usually do is take this off and I apply a little bit of glue on the back side of this here. No one will see it there, right? And just a little bit on the shaft. As you can see, I'm putting a little bit on the shaft here. And then when I put it back on, well, the handle's got a square and I didn't really need that much inside, but on this plate side you can put a little bit. And then you stick her back on and it helps hold it in a position here. Oop, that's a bit loose. Anyways, I'm getting a long video now. And then, you know, that's glued in. I'm going to glue this plate in. As well, so it can't move. Bit of epoxy on the plate. There we go. Screw that on. And decide where you want the handle, like that, say. There we go for the time being. I gotta just clean up a sec. You know, I'm putting a little bit of glue back here on the cable, right? So that it's epoxied in. Up here is nicely done. There's a little bit of crack here still. And then we'll just wipe her off and we're done for the time being. You want to leave this hard for about 48 hours, room temperature. So now I'll get a rag and what we'll do is we'll wipe it. Don't leave the glue on it. It's too much. It's like concrete afterwards to get off. Clean it up as much as you can so that it's ready to go. You don't want to have that glue laying around. You want it all shiny, like a finished product, right? Okay, I'm going to wipe down here, and I'm going to pick all these little pieces off. Oh, I'm sorry. Inside the blade there's a little bit there. I'm going to clean off on that. And she's ready to go. All I've got to do is wire up the top. I've been wiping it. You know, especially around all the little places where I glued. Now, you want to wipe it. Just think of you're going to put it in a shop and sell it to somebody else and they're going to come and look at it. So you want to wipe it so that it looks so good that you could sell this to shop. That's what your thought process has to be. Right? So you get it clean. Now, you want to decide where your handle exactly goes. I most likely leave mine like that. And if you don't want it sliding around, there's something wrong with that I tape. But anyways, just tape your handle up. We'll go in through here actually. And make sure your handle doesn't slip down over the hours that it's sitting drying, right? If you want it in a certain angle like that out of the way. I mean, you don't want it down here, it's going to be in the way. You want it so that it represents the meat grinder, but you can see it. And now I'm just going to clean up this cable. But as I said, try and clean up. You can also tie this up with something. I have elastic band here, but I won't do it because I want to leave it this way. And you tighten these up too, make sure they're fairly tight. Now I'm just going to clean this up. Now clean it up so that it looks like you could sell it in a shop, and then you're going to get a really good result. So we basically got the wire in. Got the epoxy all cleaned up, wiped off, and it's standing here. And just let it dry for, 24 hours or a little bit longer in room temperature. And then we'll find a way of fixing on our light fixture. And the plug's already on, so it should be ready to go. Light fixture and a retro bulb, that's all you need. So far, $5. And a little bit of epoxy.